Hello, one and all, and welcome to Rolling with Difficulty, the level up. If you're catching us, this is after Season 5, Episode 3, before Episode 4. And we're very excited to be, what are you guys now, 13?
13, yes.
14.
Lucky number, man. No one's going to die at this level.
We've hit D&D puberty.
We're very excited to be doing this, mostly because I didn't have to do any prep for it. It was on everyone else. So, with no further ado, let's see where everyone is standing now that they have reached level 13. So, just going down the line here, I usually roll, but let's mix it up a little bit. Noir, taking a look at Virla, what are you choosing?
Of all the... I don't know.
All right.
Teacher, I'm ready.
Let's look at Kiana. Kiana, what is Kiana taking?
Kiana's finally taking her 10th level in Monk after procrastinating for 3 levels of Barbarian.
Fair enough. You know, those 3-level dip has been well worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so that extra level in Monk, go ahead, roll your D8.
Roger. It's a tasty 3, which plus my 2 Constitution brings my hit point total to 86.
Very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And at this level, I think you get immunity to poison and disease. Is that correct?
That's correct. I have acquired purity of body. So if I'd had this just one adventure before, when you were like, "Ooh, I'm going to dunk somebody in the soup," I would have spoiled your fun.
Nobody got dunked in the soup. I don't even remember if I said what that did. Come join
you
us on
did
Patreon
tell us
to find out what it did.
I mean, you did, but yes.
Okay, fair
also
enough.
Patreon.
We'll put it up one day. Fantastic. So pretty easy level up for Kiana. Let's move along then to another, I assume, very easy level up. Dani. Sophia, what's Dani doing?
Well, I'm going to take a level in
Level 1
Bard.
druid?
No, I'm kidding. I'm taking another level in Artificer. Level 13. There's no, class ability. It's pretty much just the HP. But I do get 4th level spells, which is super exciting.
Ooh, that's bad for
Big and
me.
snazzy. Now always prepared as the default for my class level. We got Wall of Fire and Ice Storm. One of those I think I might use a lot, and the other one I'm feeling a little wibbly on. And as we know, technically Artificers prepare spells, which means theoretically I could be switching these out every adventuring day, but I am a silly little dum-dum who likes the Bard way of doing it, where you just pick a spell and then you're stuck with it for the rest of the campaign. So for all intents and purposes, I'm probably just going to be having Autoluke's Resilient Sphere for the rest of this campaign, but we'll see if that maybe doesn't get switched out as well. And for my HP, let's roll that D8.
Yeah, also make sure you know what Autoluke's sphere does.
I do.
I feel like we've had this problem before.
There's some weird interactions with it. Yeah.
In a home game, I thought a different spell was Autoluke's Resilient Sphere, and I used it, and I was murdered by a rain of arrows. The sphere,
rolled up on a castle wall with all these archers, and she was like, "I guess
tried to hamster ball
anti-life shield, which keeps creatures away from you.
But I was
Anti-life,
wrong.
and then they just all shot her to death."
You really gotta watch out for the force fields that don't stop physical damage.
I've learned from my mistakes. This one keeps everything outside of it. It's the hamster ball spell. So now Dani is immune to damage. Although there's a lot of 4th level Artificer spells that are very cool and thematically appropriate. So we'll see how long this one lasts. But I rolled a 7 on my D8. Finally getting some hit points up in here.
There we go. What are you gonna be at, like 60 or something now?
Ooh.
Yeah, baby, I'm at 89. Wait, that can't possibly be right.
Well,
That can't
That
possibly
can't
be
be right.
right.
Well, you
right.
You can't have more hit points than
that's
me.
the 25. I think that includes the 25
I did not
from
remove the
Vhas's.
25 from Vhas's thing. I'm at 64 hit points.
Yeah.
Questioning my place in reality for a minute there.
I was like,
How can I
my
have fewer
rolled
hit points than the
HP
glass
is only
cannon?
64, so that can't possibly be in 80s. I don't add anything to that. But no, yes, I was counting Vhas's HP modifier. Thank you, Vhas. No, I do not have 89 hit points. I have 64 hit points.
You have 54?
64.
Oh, 64. Okay,
Slightly
good.
more of a
I'm
spell.
over halfway
Jesus
to
Christ.
100. Thank you very much.
It's so low. Oh my god. This is Caleb in Critical Role levels of
Look, man,
hit points.
the slow knife penetrates the shield, all right? She'll get there eventually.
It's not that I need to get anywhere. I just need to not get hit so much, which is where hopefully the Resilient Sphere will come into play. Ideally.
All right.
I must.
All
not
right,
cope-
let's continue
cope is the
on.
mind killer.
Wally, what is your fourth multi-class going to be?
We are going Paladin, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like,
I was
that
ready
would
to be so
interestingly
hyped.
resonate.
I held my laughter because I fully anticipate. Like I,
No,
all right, I guess
no,
that makes sense.
That gets extremely messy at this point.
Think of all those smites.
Jack of all trades.
Stop. After adding the third one, I think we're going to stick with the 3. And we're not going to pick between all of us which one I'm going to level up in. We're going to just double down for Warlock this time around.
Picking up invocations.
Yes.
Excellent.
So we grab
Very good.
some fun invocations.
Now, having played a warlock in the past, I think you're getting pretty close to being able to have a weird little dude of your own if you play your cards right.
Yes. 3rd level, I can go Pact of the Chain to get a weird little dude. But
Yeah.
that's next level. And then actually, let me reset my max HP real quick before I roll hit dice.
Yeah, aid really messes with things on D&D
Yeah.
Beyond. I say as a character who cast aid, like
Yeah.
just fucking like handing out loose change.
You're lucky
shows
I
casting
haven't done
aid.
that yet.
I know, yeah. No, it's but the thing, if you start doing that, the nuclear arms race of monsters I will throw at you will it can only end badly.
I want to remind everyone that Dani has a base HP of 64 before we start getting into any sort of
Okay.
monster
Trick where
arm.
you extended spell aid with your sorcery points, so you go to sleep and then you cast all your extra spell slots
Oh,
on
no, I
aid, and so you have
remember, yeah.
all
Yeah.
these extra HP the next day. And then when you do that, your DM starts putting 2 or 3 CR30 creatures in a fight against you at a
We
single
really
time.
have the perfect gauntlet on this podcast of like the different ways that a player can be the most extreme in testing the limitations of any game that they're in. Because like Wally and Austin are power gamers that like they understand
Power
the rules
gamers
to
affectionate
a T.
in
Power
parentheses,
gamers
to be
affectionate.
clear.
They
Yeah.
understand the game's rules to a T, and they know how to make those rules interact in the ways that will only benefit them. And then there's Noir's character speeches that like can completely change the course of a social encounter by virtue of being very good acting, which is a different extreme than power gaming, but is an extreme nonetheless. And then there's me
I'm
and
nerfed
Red.
by my character though. My character inhibits me, and that's for the better.
It's your training weights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Get
then,
ready. Rock Lee's
Catch him when he's
Rock Lee's
apart. He's
taking
gonna
him off next
Brock Lee take
campaign.
yeah. And then there's like Red is almost the perfect balance between them of like doesn't necessarily know the exact letter of the law of the game, but knows exactly how to push at it in a way that she will find out the limitations and succeed inevitably around them, which is very impressive.
Oh, you
in
mean
its
my
own right.
Red's
catchphrase of
superpower
DM if
is
you'll
genre.
permit me?
What?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say Red's
Red's
superpower is genre awareness.
savviness.
Yeah.
She just knows like what is. You always
But
seem
you've
to know
also
like
found
what
a really
I
great
intend.
synergy with your monk barbarian
Yeah.
like multi.
Yeah, this feels like it
It's a
shouldn't
fun
be
one.
allowed.
You've recategorized the wisdom stat to mean genre savvy.
Yeah.
And then
it's crazy.
have no hesitancy to ask Austin whatever the stupidest idea I've come up with in any given moment is, and if I think it's the stupidest idea, I'm more likely to ask it, and in that way, I'm also breaking the game. And by our powers combined, we've all reached level 13.
Yes.
Yay.
Not all of us yet, although really quick, Wally, I wanted to ask,
Oh.
did you pick your invocations and what did you choose? If you want to share, you might want to keep them a secret.
Yes.
Go
I will
back.
pick Eldritch Mind, which gives me
You'll,
advantage on
of
con
course,
saves
pick.
for maintaining concentration. Got to keep haste up.
Huge.
And then normally on Warlocks, I like taking Mask of Many Faces. Not this time around. We're gonna go with Devil Sight. So I can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical. Who knows if
Smart.
that'll be...
Well, you have someone else who can see in magical darkness as well, I
Oh,
believe.
well, yeah. Kiana
Because
with
Kiana
the
can do
visage,
that
right?
with her mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
So if someone can cast darkness, that is a devastating combo to have your 2 marshals.
Some bad
Trained
guys
for
like,
this moment.
I have cast darkness upon myself, and now I am truly safe from all forms of villainy. And you just see like 2 glowing eyes coming at you from either side. Like the Mimi
cat.
just drawn on star glow, you know?
Devastating. All right. If that finishes you out, there's only one more person who needs to catch up with us. Noir, have you decided what you
Last in the initiative order as usual, I see.
This time it was by choice.
Alert feet, alert feet.
Not this time. Well, let me roll first. I'm leveling
what
up.
class are you taking?
I'm leveling up in cleric. I am a level 4 cleric,
okay.
which gives me an ASI or feat.
There we go.
Hell yes.
+3. Okay. So.
And that's on your D8, correct?
Yes. So
Excellent.
that gives me 79.
Nice.
Almost
points.
nice.
And then I literally this entire time have been deliberating whether I increase my wisdom by 2, which would help as far as like the spell modifiers. But I think the amulet of the devout that I got already does that. And I think maybe other ways to sort of help me be more effective in combat might be more beneficial. So I think I am going to do Warcaster.
Warcaster, good.
Big thing
Reaction
is that I get
spell.
advantage. I can cast a spell as a reaction, and then also I have advantage on con saving throws or concentration saving throws. And then I also get to use like somatic spells, even if I have weapons or a shield. But that's less.
A thing no one who's played this game in the last 8 years has
Yeah.
ever paid attention to. How many things you're holding?
I worry
for
about that
somatic
every
opponents.
session now that the gun is two-handed.
The only reason
I do kind of keep track, but I just assume that you can let go with one hand to do it, and then
Sweet.
grab the gun
Great.
again. So
you sling it over your
there's-
shoulder.
Yeah, it's not like if you had like a shield and a sword, I would be like, well, where are you casting this? Because you can't drop the sword. Like, you're not going to sheathe the sword.
But if I could
to
find a
cast
way
it.
to like adhere a shield to the Spitfire Annihilator so that I could like use the Spitfire, that would work.
Gun, shield.
Just
This
gun,
is some
shield,
anime
up on
bullshit
the
we're
shield.
getting into.
And then I can just prepare one more spell as a cleric.
Hell yeah.
Which is great. Yeah. Well, that's
Yes,
it for
no
me.
new spell levels, but
Yeah.
I think that you do get though. You get another spell slot, perhaps, because
Possibly.
your combined
I get
caster
7th
level
level
is 13.
spells.
There you go. So you cannot
no.
learn any 7th level, but
I
you
can upcast. I can
Oh.
upcast.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, get fucked! Lightning bolt is gonna be fucking ridiculous.
That 7th level counter spell is definitely going to save someone's life again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm going to need to start throwing scarier threats at you if you keep casting aid. Ignore the power word kill I used last session, whatever.
I don't know. Have I always stuck by this? When I started this campaign, I put a lot of hate on it. Let me be clear. Matthew versus great DM. There's been a bit of a meme of me hating on. There's a bit. No. This is praise for him. There's a bit of a
Okay.
meme of me hating on him, but some genuine love. I think, basically for all of campaign 1, he did not have any of his casters have counterspell. That was a Scanlan thing, basically.
Like he required,
certainly-
like he requested that no one else.
I think he would stop. He wouldn't have his NPCs have
That's-
counterspell.
Exactly. Scanlan.
Oh.
There were no other characters who could learn counterspell. I don't think because of the classes they were. But
Yeah.
I don't, like Vecna didn't even have counterspell. Otherwise, definitely he would have been counterspelling some of Scanlan's counterspells. So I and then the next campaign, everyone has counterspell.
Yeah.
PCs, NPCs, everybody know counterspell. I've taken that to heart in this campaign. I don't know if I always stuck by this, but I've kind of stuck with the no one has counterspell other than the PCs. It's very special. Virla is a spell breaker. He can counter these. That's a big thing. I was like, man, I wish Zeplock had that counterspell.
Why you want to kill Dani so
it
bad,
goes.
huh?
Next campaign, counterspell's at the wazoo. If it's good enough for Matt Mercer, it's good enough for me. So,
oh shit. But yeah, that's
All
me
right.
sorted.
all right, fantastic. So I think that's everyone. Our
Yeah.
heroes are even more prepared to take on the various foes that await them. So
Wait a
we'll catch
minute. Did
everyone.
We're so ready.
Did our proficiency
everyone.
bonus go up?
Did
Did
your
our proficiency bonus
as
go
well?
up?
I think
I'm
it's
noticing
5?
that my
Yeah,
modifiers
If it's 5, then your proficiency went up.
Oh yeah, my
Oh.
insight check is now +10. The proficiency modifier went.
Okay, I'm just Okay, all
Hell
that stuff is
yes. I forgot that was this level. I thought that might be
Yeah.
14 or something.
Why
Well,
did you tell him that, Wally? He can just throw harder monsters at us.
I'm making sure our character sheets are up to par. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
At this point in the campaign, if the encounter balance doesn't read deadly when I'm done, I didn't balance it right.
Oh,
Anyway, with no, I think that's everything. So
Yes.
we will catch everyone next time for season 5, episode 4. And we'll see you all then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See y'all then.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Adios.
Bye.